For those of you who don't know, Brookhaven has an owner, which is this group. But today, I want to pretend that I became the owner of Brookhaven and have admin powers. And I can fly, and much more. So for that, I called my friend who's going to help me do this. He said, I'm the admin and you're the owner of the game, okay? And I agree, that's a good idea. But I didn't understand why there's a player behind us, watching us. Now he left, and that was really weird. He just left. And I have to find out who that player is and what he was doing. But my friend just came back, and he said, I didn't see anyone. You're crazy. Look, actually, I saw a really weird person. Now I'm coming up here, and we have several players here, and I need everyone to think that I'm an admin. He said, first you have to change your avatar. It's way too ugly. And that's true. My avatar doesn't look like an admin, so I'm using this avatar, and now I really look like one, and I'm sure my friend agrees. Now I changed my avatar back to normal, but apparently he disagrees, and says I don't look like an admin. He said, make it like my avatar. But he changed his avatar, and now he really looks like the owner of the game, because he has this shirt that's from Brookhaven. So I'm going to copy his avatar to pretend to the players that I'm the owner of the game. But guys, I noticed there's a player flying here, and he's training in a really high place. I don't know why he's doing that, but it's really weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So I'm changing my avatar, and now it looks like this. And I'm going to remove this hat on the right, and now it looks like I work at Brookhaven, and also like I'm an admin of the game. He said, no, actually it looks like you're the owner. And that's true. It looks like we're really important people, because behind me we have this name, which is the name of the game. Now I'm coming here to talk to the first player, which is exactly this one. And apparently he's right here, and I need to prove to him that I have admin powers, so he'll believe me. He said, who are you guys? Wait, do you work at Brookhaven? And he finally noticed, and I think it was because of our shirt, which is very different. And I agree, because it's true. I definitely work at Brookhaven. But now, I'm going to use a bug to start flying in Roblox. Here in the chat, I'm going to type a secret command to fly like this, and I want to see what he thinks about it. But I think he's a little scared, and he backed away, so I'm going up here. And he said, what animation is that? How do you do that? Look, I'm not going to teach him, because it's a secret command that only admins know. And he just came down and is looking at me. He said, teach me that or I'm going to ban you. And now, I'm going to prove to him that I'm an admin, because he's going to ban me from his house. And I'm going to find a way to come back here, and then he'll finally believe. I said, okay, try if you can. And now I'm going to teleport. I'm going to hide in my van, and join Brookhaven with another account. Perfect, I have the same avatar. And I'm going to teleport right here, and I want him to ban me. And if he bans me from here, I'll simply get unbanned. Perfect, I was banned, but actually I was here the whole time, and I think he didn't notice. Now he just realized and he's scared. He said, how did you do that? Look, I did that because I'm an admin, and actually, I'm not just an admin, I'm also the owner of the city. But right here, we have my profile that's hidden. I use 2 profiles, but I'll have to hide this profile here to avoid them noticing I'm here, just using 2 accounts. But he's crawling on the ground, and he said, sorry, I believe now that you're the owner of the game. And guys, he actually believed, and that's really good. I made someone believe that I'm the owner of the game. Now I just need to convince more people. Actually, the person who lives in this house is my friend, and this mansion is simply mine. So there are fewer people left than it seems. But now, I'm going to take this van, which isn't even mine, and my friend is inside, and the player is crawling. He said, I'm going to follow you like this to prove I deserve to become an admin. But what he's doing doesn't make sense. He's crawling and he's going to follow me like that because he wants to become an admin, guys. This is really weird. The player only became my friend because he wants to become an admin, and he's going to follow me forever. But now I'm running here, and I want to see how long he's going to follow me. I'm coming to this other house to see if the player will believe that we are admins. So I'm pressing this button for him to come to the door, but he's taking a while. And my friend is right here, but the player is apparently drawing, and I want to come over to talk to him and see what he wants and why he's drawing. I said, hey, what are you drawing? It looks like he's drawing something really important, and I want to know exactly what it is. He said, my bikes disappeared. Someone stole all of them. Guys, this is really weird. If he's telling the truth, that's bizarre. So I'm going to help him find the bikes. I said, I'm the owner of the game. Want help? And if he wants help, he just has to ask. And meanwhile, my friend became the security guard of this house, and that player is following me again, and he's coming right here. And this player is really weird. He only became my friend because he wants to become an admin. But there's one detail, I'm not the owner of the game, and he's not going to get that. Now he entered the house, and even my friend noticed it, but he doesn't care and let the player come in. And he's coming up here, and he said, I'll only believe you if you find all the bikes that were stolen. And guys, I'm going to have to find his bikes so he'll believe me. And he just noticed there's a player crawling here, and finally he was banned, and he's going to stop following me in Roblox. But now I'm here to talk to him, and he's even looking back. I said, stop following me, and I really don't want him to follow me anymore. And he agreed and just ran off, and finally he's going to stop chasing me. And he teleported to his house, the one I'm banned from. I'm simply banned from that house, and he didn't find out, and it's good that he doesn't. So I'm going to hide right here, and now I have to find that player's bikes, but I don't know where I'm going to find them, especially because he said there are a bunch of bikes. I said, how many bikes are there? And I need to know exactly the amount. He said, I don't remember, I think it's 50 bikes. Okay guys, that's a lot of bikes he has, so I'm going to have to go down here, and I don't know how I'm going to find them, but I'll figure out a way. But my friend has to move away from the door, and I finally managed to get out. He said that neighbor stole 50 bikes, and I'm seeing a bunch of bikes here, and I don't know why he has so many, but they probably belong to that player, and I think the owner of this house is inside. So me and my friend are going to have to do something. My friend is looking back, and it looks like that player came back and is staring at us, and he really is following me, but he just entered his house, and I have to figure out what's going on. But he's staring at me, and I don't know why he's following me, and his head looks really weird. I really don't know what happened. But now my friend got here, and he grabbed an axe, and suddenly he's angry, and now he's chasing the player, and both of them are running here in Roblox. I'm going to get a car to go after them, but I lost my car. So here on the right, I'm going to get an admin car. So I'm coming up front to see what's going on, and they're running, and I have to stop this player to ask why he's following me. I stopped right here, and now there's no way he can escape, but he's staring at me, and I said, "What do you want?" He said, "I know you're the owner of the game. I want to be an admin." Look, that's not really how it works, especially because I'm not the owner of the game. I said, "First, I want to see your real avatar, and seriously, I want to know who you really are." And now he's back to normal, and this whole time it was this player. I don't know how he has this bizarre disguise. He's just a human and a ghost. But my friend turned back to normal because he's not scared of this player, and he's staring him down. And he said, "Be scared of me because I'm a monster." And guys, I had an idea. I'm going to use a scary avatar and show up here to scare this player. Now he's staring at me, and he said, "I know you're the owner of the game. You're not a monster." Look, actually that's a lie, because I'm just standing here behind, but he's staring at the anomaly and trying to figure out what it is. But he ran away scared, and I'm going to get my car and go after him. Now I got here, he's coming back, and I'm going after him, and I'm sure he's super scared. So much that he teleported back to his house and went inside, and I think he's never going to chase me again in Roblox. But guys, I'm going to change my avatar back to normal, and I'm putting my shirts back on, and I'm finally back to normal. And I need to make more people think I'm an admin, which won't be easy. My friend is staring at me, and he said, "Fly this time with real powers. I know you can do it." Look, unfortunately I can't do that, but I'll do it later in the new Roblox game, which will be just like Brookhaven. But in that one I'll be an admin, and I'll be able to fly to troll the players. But now, I'm getting in my car, because I want to talk to that player who's flying, and he's working out in Roblox, and I don't know what's going on. But I'm coming over here, and I want to find out why he's doing that. So I'm going up here, and apparently he built a ladder to get to the top, and that's impressive. Now I'm getting to the top because I want to show him that I'm an admin. I said, "I'm an admin, the owner of the game." He said, "I know that's a lie because I saw everything from up here." And that's really weird. What he said is true, and he saw everything I did, even when I got banned from the house and used another account to get unbanned. So he's the only player who knows the truth, besides my friend. So I'm leaving this place because I know he won't believe me. He said, "But I can pretend to believe, so more people believe you." So guys, I'm going to let him do that, because it'll be important. I'm going to this house to prove to the player that I found his bikes. And there's a detail, other players are coming here because they're pretending I'm the owner of the game, and I'm pressing this button for him to come down, and after a long time, he finally came down. I said, "Your bikes are over there. I found the bikes." He's looking, and they really are his bikes. He said, "Hey game owner, I want Robux." And he's pretending that I'm the owner of the game, which will be important. He's even looking, and he said, "I doubt it. I'll only believe if you fly." But guys, I'm going to type a secret command, and now I'm flying, and I want to see if he believes it. He's looking here, but he also knows this secret command, so he knows the truth. And now I'm really flying using a Roblox bug, and I want to see if he believes it. And he's looking at me, and he said, "Liar, you're not flying." And that's true, but to do that, I'm going to have to go into my Roblox game, because in my game, if you didn't know, I can actually fly and prove to the players that I'm an admin, and I need to convince them to join my game so they finally believe. I said, "Follow me. I'm going to another server because this one is boring." And I'm lying to him, but apparently this player is going to leave because he already helped me a lot, and that other player just got here and is seeing everything, and he wants to know if what I'm saying is true. He said, "I'm going too," and they're going to have to follow me in Roblox because it'll be important. But my friend left the server to join my game, and now I'm in my game with secret commands that let me fly, and I'm sure they'll believe because the map is just like Brookhaven. But I don't know who the players are, and I don't know who the artist is or who stole the bikes. And meanwhile, my friend is going to the pool, and he's swimming, and it looks like this is the artist. So I'm going to use a secret command, and now they're going to fly away, and they literally disappeared, and I'm sure they're mad. So much that I teleported everyone here, and they're going to fly away again, and I want to make them really mad. Now they disappeared again, but I'm sure they're going to believe I'm an admin. But he's looking, and he said, "Okay, maybe you are the owner of the game, but I still don't believe it." And guys, I don't know what else he needs to believe because I'm literally flying. But guys, my friend left back there because he wants to see everything my game has, but everything here is just like Brookhaven. But he's driving that car, which really moves, and that's really weird. But now, I'm going to turn invisible to prove I'm an admin perfect. I'm invisible. And I said, "Hi," and I want to see what they think. And he's looking, and he said, he really is an admin. Oh my god. And he ran away, and both of them ran away in Roblox, and I don't know why they're so scared. scared. But finally they believed me, so I'm going to show up here and run to stop that player. Perfect! I got right here, and he stopped, and now he's trapped. And it looks like he reset his character, but it won't help him, because he's always going to spawn here. He said, I want to be an admin too. And guys, I'm going to let him become an admin, and I'm sure he'll do a good job. So I gave him the role, and now he's flying. And I'm a little scared of what he's going to do. But he grabbed his sword and eliminated me. And now he's running around eliminating other players, but I have to stop him. I'm waiting for him to show up here, and as soon as he shows up, I'm going to eliminate him. And he's coming, and I showed up right here, and I eliminated him. But he came back, and he said, I want a sword, but I'm not going to give the sword back, because he tried to eliminate me. So I placed this block to make an arena, and I'm building something huge. Perfect! I finished, and I teleported several players here, and only one will get the sword. And he's eliminating players, and everyone is getting eliminated. Now they came back here and got swords, and a giant battle started, and everyone is fighting non-stop. But there's one player coming over here, and he eliminated another one, and now I want to see who's going to win. And once again, he won. Now there's another big fight happening, and I want to see who the winner will be. But this player is winning, and then lost after a long time. And a player climbed up here and is watching everything. But there are some players down here, and I want to see what's going to happen. And that player lost, and now there are only 2 left. Actually, a new one is showing up, and he's coming down like he's an admin. And he finally came down. But guys, they got here, and the player lost. And it's this player versus the one in blue. And I want to see who's going to win. Apparently, he won, and he became the new admin of the game. And now, he's flying in Roblox, and he's eliminating me. And I'm going to eliminate all the players, and everyone is losing. And now everyone is trapped in Roblox, and they're not getting out anytime soon. So I'm going to type a secret command, and everyone is going to fly again. And that's really cool. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.